Hello, good evening, welcome to Upfront. My name is Raymond Aqua. My guest today is the national organizer of the opposition National Democratic Congress. He was elected over the weekend, so he's fresh into the office. In fact, he deputized for Kofi Adams in that particular position. The crux of our conversation is that after the national leadership contest, can the NDC unite, and how are they going to unite ahead of election 2020? We'll also be looking at what's going to be the future of the NDC. Can they match the NPP? In his role as national organizer, can he deliver where others have failed to do so? After this break, we'll start our conversation. You're welcome back. This is Upfront. My guest today is Joshua Akamba. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Ade Hamidu.
Okay.
Joshua Hamidu Akamba. That's the name.
It's an interesting name. I mean, the military officer, Joshua Hamidu, you know him, right?
Yes.
He's related to you?
No. He's not.
You are named after him?
No. I was named after, I mean, he might be named after Joshua, and I was also named after Joshua in the Bible.
I'm talking about. All right. So, Joshua Hamidu Akamba.
Yes.
Is the national organizer of the NDC.
Yes.
I mean, how does it feel having to be deputy?
Oh, I think that you just said I worked under Yabatinjan too.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I first came on the scene when Officer Mpofu was the national organizer. Now our national chairman. I did a lot of work with him in the organizational field before I became the deputy national organizer. At that time, elders of the party had then called, some elders of the party had called me to contest as the national organizer. And I thought that it was not time yet. So I gave Yabatinjan the opportunity to go as national organizer.
I see.
And if I even announced it on a radio show that time, that he should be allowed. So he went unopposed. And this time around, again, my own brother Kofi Adam had spoken to me, and I found out whether I was going to contest Yabatinjan. I said no, I was still given the opportunity. It looks as if he still wanted to contest. So Kofi Adams came into the game and got him out, and I stayed in. You know, so I have been in the affairs for a while now. So if you want to talk about experience, I'm very experienced as compared to my other colleagues who would have been coming in the scene. They would have been just fresh, coming to learn or whatever they want to come and do. But I've been in the system, and I'm sure that was what informed the decisions of the delegate to vote for me.
That was it?
I'm sure that's what informed the decision.
Are you sure?
Of the delegate. Yes, I'm sure. Yes.
Not because you were one of the chosen ones?
I don't understand one of the chosen ones.
Not because you were a preferred candidate of former President Mahama, who seemed to have made his way with making every other person he wanted to win the position. Oh,
he did that?
He did.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
You have the evidence.
Are you not his chosen candidate?
I said, you have the evidence.
Of course. I mean, it's obvious. What we do is analyze data after that.
What would have informed your decision?
Because everybody that was with him, for you, for example, you were the one leading the SHS campaign, going from school to school, insisting on portraying the current government's policies as being in a very bad light, the leading policy direction of this government being a free SHS. The former president was equally doing that. You were most of the time with him. It was as if you were not even campaigning for yourself. Unfortunately,
you lied. I wasn't with him. I was on about campaigning. But I didn't take I'm not an opportunist. I'm a fighter. At the point when people have thought that I would have been Mama Obama, I lived, I stayed on my own. I fought it. You know, I don't believe in taking things easier.
Really?
You know, so...
Did the former president support you?
I'm yet to know that.
You're yet to know that? Yes. He never stated that to you?
Oh,
you never courted his support?
Oh, why? He respects me. I'm sure he will be happy whoever becomes the national organizer or national chairman. He will not want to select to choose who his candidate should be, because he would love to see a united party. So for him to come out to say, I support this person, that he
of course, I mean, he's smarter than that. Nobody will do that. I'm saying that, did you court his support?
But Nana Akufo-Addo did it.
Really?
It was obvious, yes.
When?
Yes. I mean, even when...
He never came out to state that he supported anybody.
When even Afuku was made a chairman, they still found a way to remove him. And he still put his best friend, his best friend as the acting chairman.
Sorry, what is in
So if
contention?
you say that he's smart,
no.
then are you saying that, are you portraying that Nana Akufo-Addo is not smart?
No. What is in contention in this case
is
whether or not there was a public declaration of support.
There's no public declaration.
Yes, so that's
but
what I'm talking about.
The Nana's own was very obvious. I mean, it was most of
you can see through that.
Oh, yes.
But you could not see through your own support by the former president.
Did you hear him ever saying something?
No, I've never heard him say that.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
I see. So that was very obvious in your own eyes.
That's what I'm saying, that His Excellency, the former President Mahama, believes in everybody in this party, thinks that everybody is capable, and knows that everybody is forthright. Everybody that occupies the position, he's comfortable with the person if he becomes the flag bearer. So if you seem to say that he had a preferred candidate, no. Yeah. You are just telling me it's new to me.
Really?
Everybody was his preferred candidate.
Why do you think you won and not Baba Jamal?
Because I worked harder. I mean, I just...
Than Baba Jamal?
Let me tell you something. I have been a deputy. My brother Baba Jamal was Deputy General Secretary.
Yeah.
He went as MP. He went as minister. For a very long time, he has been in the wilderness.
Wilderness in this case means being in government or being in parliament, that's the same party.
But in the wilderness.
Okay.
And somebody who have stayed in there. Obviously, if you, between the two of us, who would you have gone for? You would have gone for experience, is that right?
I want to believe so. But
exactly.
Anita Disoso, she's very active in the party. She's 39 years in politics.
I mean, very active. I mean, but obviously, like I said, very respectable woman. I respect her so much. And she was deputy. She was a deputy propaganda secretary at that time.
Yeah.
She shifted from deputy propaganda secretary and moved into National Women Organizer. At that time, I went with her to campaign, and she won as National Women Organizer. She moved, shifted from that place, and came. Again, I'm sure the delegate would also look at consistency.
Okay.
Yeah, they would have looked at that. I mean, our delegates of now are very descending. I mean, they will look at consistency. I mean, she moved from vice chairman, and then she's coming down as national organizer. I'm sure that would have informed the decision of the delegates not to give it to her. So if you say that, obviously, Anita also would have been a preferred candidate.
Were you shocked that she got only 300 votes?
She even did well.
She did well?
She even did well.
300 votes?
Yeah, she even did well.
That was woefully inadequate for somebody of her experience.
That's what I'm saying. She even did well. I never thought that, I mean, contesting me should have got that. Really? Yeah.
Then Baba Jamal really did well.
Baba Jamal did well. I mean, all of them did well. I mean, Mahdi, Jibril, it's not easy to pull even one vote to convince somebody to vote for you. So they are strong characters when it comes to politics.
Were you more resourceful than them?
In fact, I was the one that never gave anything to any delegate.
You are the one?
Yeah.
That gave nothing?
Yeah, because I don't have.
Not even water?
I don't have.
Not food?
I saw some people bringing food. I'm here to look for them and say thank you.
Bringing food for your delegates?
Yeah, for delegates. I mean, they thought that they should have saw water. For the first time, somebody brought me a water with my sticker in it.
Oh, the person brought you water with your sticker on it?
Yeah, they just came and gave me one. So, where is it coming from?
You were shocked?
I was shocked.
So you didn't know how your campaign was supported?
I was told that one lady called Aisha, something, I don't know the other name. I'm here to say, Aisha, if you are watching, thank you so very much. May God bless you, wherever you got it. And then there's this team called the Smart Group. The Smart Group for them is a team that I know have always monitored my campaign, try to push my campaign forward, even by themselves. Also did provide us some water and food to the delegates.
It sounds strange. I mean, many people will not believe you, saying that you did not give anybody anything.
But you see,
some people out of the blue came out to give them things on your behalf.
I'll tell you that. Let anybody who thinks that I did come up with a contrary view.
Let's talk about the checks. You were one of the people with your names on the UMB check.
But I gave it to you to cash it. Where is it?
You never gave me any check to cash, for the record.
Really?
Don't start your accusations. First and foremost, the check the party declared as fake.
Did you see the check?
But why do you think your name was on this check?
Did you see the check?
I didn't see it. I saw the picture of it.
You saw it?
Yes.
But what about the check I gave you?
No, there's none in this case.
Oh, really?
Yes. But you know you've not given anybody any check.
Oh, how? I denied me.
You are alleging that you've given
because I know you are not a Judas.
Yes.
But now you are trying to be a Judas.
Please. for the record, you have not in any way, and this is important, given me any check.
Really?
What I'm talking about is the way you are avoiding this matter. Does it have some semblance of truth in it?
Because I see that is not even a case that should exist for you to ask me the question. Yes.
No, because I mean, I heard people say that.
I think that.
But is it not strange that it was your name and that was Samija
Fidel? Let me tell you, that check nonsense cost a lot to me.
Oh, okay.
That check nonsense did cost a lot.
Oh, people believed it.
People believed it. I mean, most delegates believed that because you see, the accusation was that a certain check was given me that you and I went and received, even myself and you.
That was the accusation. They added me to your accusation.
Oh, yeah, right.
they are very unfair to me.
Oh, I know. And to me too.
No, I mean, I don't know for that for a fact, but
really?
They're very unfair to me.
So you believe that my did will happen? I
have no evidence to support it.
Really?
No evidence to support it.
Okay, great. So then it means that you're out of it then.
So, okay, so
you know,
but
so
it affected you. How?
You know,
you lost votes because of that.
Chief, no, I don't know, but you see, let me say something. I've gone through elections. These elections was one of the toughest.
Really?
But believe me, I respect our delegates. The constituency chairman, secretaries, organizers, communication officers, party foot soldiers, with the trust they have in me. And they make me want to work more and serve the party more than I used to do. Kill myself for the party. And you'll be seeing some of them soon. I'll soon start being in the news.
Really?
Yeah.
For the good reasons or the bad
Very
reasons?
good reasons. That will project. You know, as an organizer, I'm supposed to soften the ground for my party to win elections. Is that not right?
Yeah, I see.
Great. So I'll be doing that a lot. And you can trust me. 2020 is a must win for the NDC.
I see.
Oh, yes. You want to throw a bet?
Your party said the police, the CID was investigating this check matter.
Is it my party that said that? Or I've heard the story.
Oh, you heard it?
My party hasn't discussed it at all.
Not at all?
No.
So it was not reported to the CID in any way?
I don't know who reported the matter to the CID, but I think that the bank should have done that. You understand what I mean?
The bank should have reported
The bank should have reported the issue because that's their property. I mean, if somebody's faking their property, you understand? And so by now, the bank should have reported the matter to the CID. Because you see, like I said, it cost me a lot. It made some delegates kept moving to me and saying that, we heard you took some money, please give it to our share.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I see.
Yes.
Could it come from your opponent?
And that's exactly what I mean, I'm saying that this is tougher. I've forgiven everybody, and I'm sure that they have forgiven me too. I mean, things that people did.
You also did things against other people?
No, I don't have that time. You know, I'm crying for a united front to win victory. And I have a common message. So in all my rounds, I never mentioned any individual name. You know, I only told them what I will be able to do as a national organizer. That's more important to me than going to say that this person did this. That's not for me to judge.
I see.
Most of the things that did happen in the party people knew before I got there. Yes. So for me, I leave all the rest to God.
But is it healthy, this kind of practice?
No, it's not healthy. I mean, it happened.
This is an internal election. This is not even
it happened in the MPP. I mean, I had my brother come out during those days complain about some letters and fake letters that were out there. That's the kind of politics that people do. And I'm sure they think that will win them the election. But the delegates have told them that we don't vote for concocted stories. So we should all go back and revive our story, because if you do, you lose.
I see.
I'm sure if I had done it, I would have been the victim. You understand? Because even at the point when I was trying to, that evening that was supposed to be going in for election, the radio station kept calling me and asking me, we heard you receive a check, is it true, and all that. And I was supposed to be focusing on our delegates' arrival.
That's true.
It kind of took me away from like the Timpani issue. You know, kind of took me away. Oh, yeah.
Your star issue.
Which one?
The issue that shot you to prominence and landlight.
But obviously I've been prominent. I mean, unity work this shot me into prominence and that kind of thing. I mean, I've moved severally into communities where when you bring me even into TVs and other things, I'm not a type that likes that. I like to. I'm an operator on the ground. I like to move. You know, you see some of the actions. Now social media cannot. The MPP is in trouble. They'll be very unpopular soon.
Really? Now, let me get
Are you sad?
No, no, what has that got to do with me?
Sure.
Oh, I do not care about the trouble or the lack thereof of any political
sure?
party. But I thought that you should know that by now.
No, I know you. I know you the other way. You are saying something.
Now, I want to get this part also clarified.
Anita
Anita also complained.
Is Omahina around?
Yes, I mean,
Obi's a fine
on TV
gentleman.
Yes, he's on
Obi,
TV.
I saw him
Yes.
in our tag. I mean, boldly hanged.
Okay.
So now I respect him. He, I mean, denied us straight away. He refused to even hug anything that has the MPP colors on it. NDC colors on it.
As a media tag?
As media, he refused, but Omahin did.
Okay, so we concentrated on this conversation. I think it's important. Now, let's get it straight on this point. Anita Soso is saying that the people from the voter region are not on your slate. They are being left out of these elections. They are not represented in the leadership of the NDC at the most important levels. Is this allegation true?
I'm sure you're a journalist. You should know. You should answer that for me.
The chairman is not from there. General secretary is not from there. National organizer of Good Service are not from the voter region. Yes. The youth organizer is not from there. The women's commissioner is not from there.
Oh, that's the only position we have in NDC?
No, I think that you should be clear in your mind that the woman was insisting the most important positions.
What? So are you saying that Eden Magbanaze and co are not important?
Deputy youth organizers?
They are not?
I'm talking about prominence.
Kobe Ballon?
Yes.
Is there.
So why do you think she said that?
Do I know? Am I a spokesperson?
No, I just want to know if you think that...
I'm yet to know. I'm yet to be a spokesperson.
You've not engaged her yet?
I'm yet to be appointed as spokesperson.
But you've not engaged her yet?
No.
After all of this?
No.
You've not reached out to the people you were in the competition with?
In fact, I'm going to call them for a meeting. I'm going to even sit with them for a meeting. I'm
Okay,
going to call,
wonderful.
I just informed my immediate past boss, the Honorable Kofi Adams, that I want him to lead me into some meetings, and then we find a way, clear way. I'm going to go around and look for our former national organizers, those who are alive. I know one of our colleagues passed on, Reverend Ankuma, the first and the deputies. I'm going to bring all of them on the table, round table discussion, a coffee breakfast for a discussion, and the way forward. I want to present my programs to them, let them help me scrutinize it, and then I'll then send them round to my constituency executives to also look at it and make an input, go down to the branches for them to also help me make an input to inform a clear direction onto how I'm going to start operating. So, and obviously those who contested with me, I'm sure they also had some, they have some kind of, I mean, Anita is also a former woman organizer, a very strong person. And Baba Jamal, former Deputy General Secretary, MP, former minister, I mean, strong. Mahdi Jibril, Deputy National Organizer, obviously. Strong character, you know. Enoch who was with the National Security outfit. Obviously, I need to tap their prints out to mine. So I'm organizing a meeting with these senior colleagues of mine. So very soon I'll be sending them letters.
I see.
For us to sit down and discuss it. Everybody on board.
Is the NDC disunited?
NDC is very united.
It's united.
Yeah.
So you don't need to forge any unity again?
No. I mean, after elections, I mean, like you said, the fallout will be there.
Yeah.
One way or the other, somebody might have heard that somebody made a comment against them. So no matter how I think that we should reach out to each other, 2020 is paramount. It's so important to us. So I think that we should go forward. We should inform. We should call each other together, sit down together, and I'm going to lead that. I'm somebody. You see me like that. I'm good when it comes to bringing people together and fostering a united front. And you see it. You see what I'm going to be doing. I mean, I'm good when it comes to that.
Okay.
I was born.
You reach out to the rest of them?
I'll reach out to everybody. I'll even reach out to branches.
To Anita Soso?
Oh, yes. She's my sister. She's my big sister. Yes. I said, we work together. I mean, I respect her so much. I mean, she's great when it comes to politics. So I need people like that by my side to be able to succeed. I cannot succeed alone.
Now, let me get this clear. You are convinced that if there are any cracks, it can be mended before you go into 2020?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Sure.
There's the complaint that Dr. Toniedu has stated this complaint is that former President Mahama shouldn't have been allowed to address alone the gathering on 2 different occasions. Toniedu thinks it's discriminatory and unfair to the other candidates. Do you believe in that?
I'm here to understand what informed that decision.
Of the leadership, those who organized the thing to do that?
No.
What informed Toniedu's thinking? Yes, he thinks that even for
because you see, that yet again, we're yet going to carry ourselves into a different debate. Former President Mahama is unique. Former Rawlings is unique.
Yeah.
The leadership of Parliament, Haruna Idrisu, they are unique.
Yeah.
There's no program that you handle that you cannot, you won't invite them to address the gathering.
Relevant.
He's the immediate past president. He's a member of the Council of Elders of our party. So he performed dual role. So you just put, and if you notice that he never spoke, even when he was given the opportunity to talk, he said, whoever emerges the flag bearer of our party, we will do everything possible to support the person to win.
So Dr. Toniedu got it wrong?
I don't know.
He doesn't understand this?
Per what I say.
Yes.
Do I make sense?
No, I want to understand.
No. Answer me too.
No, but you are not bold enough to state whether or not you think that
I'm saying that
a leader of your party, an intellectual store for that matter,
I'm saying that
his pronouncements about what happened in the Congress were right.
I'm speaking by common sense. Do you agree with me, what I said?
I have no opinion on that.
You don't have?
I don't have an opinion on that.
I'm saying that the former President Mahama is the former president.
Yes.
The
so he was granted to speak twice.
He spoke twice.
Even Rawlings spoke once.
Yes, Rawlings spoke once and he left.
Yes.
But former President Mahama came back.
Yes. So he was allowed to speak again.
He was allowed to speak again.
What was the justification for this?
Did he even campaign? He didn't. Did it? He actually motivated us and encouraged us.
In so many forms.
How? Tell me which one.
Merely stating that in 2020 they would hear the song that is being touted in his name, playing the song to everybody's hearing, playing the song as a theme song on the ground there. You don't think those are forms of campaigning for him?
You see, he has the advantage because he was a former president, and many of our songs.
He has an upper hand.
Well, many of our songs.
That's a new song.
You know, those days.
This is not 2016 song.
Those days we used to have even this our national anthem. When you play it in full, you still hear Jerry Rawlings' name in it.
Yes.
You understand?
But it's not contesting an election.
No, but why? If he decides to contest tomorrow.
He can't.
Oh, yes? But former president can contest, right?
Yeah, Mahama can.
Oh, okay. So which he's doing, right?
Yes, that's the more reason why he should not be given unfair advantage.
You see, let me tell you. On the day of elections, just these elections, I would say that on the same day that we're going to go into election, I was no longer the deputy national organizer. But somebody else was contesting me.
Yeah.
But I had an advantage, and I voted for myself.
Because you're a delegate, automatic delegate. Okay, I get your point, but I mean, you're saying that there will always be some differences between people in an election, but your systems should not put that difference at the advantage of one person.
Me and you are in the same party. You can. I say me and you are in the same party.
Yes.
You can do a proposal.
I am not in the NDC, stated record.
Okay.
Yes, okay. I am not a member of the NDC. I have never been.
Which one?
I've never been a member of any political party.
Oh, really?
When I'm willing to join a party.
But you vote?
Oh, well, I voted once, concisely.
Really?
Yeah.
And I saw the vote.
There's no way you can see my vote. You don't even know where
okay.
Don't know where I vote.
Are you my friend?
Yes, I want to believe so.
You are my friend?
Yes.
So it means that me and you will talk?
There's no conversation like that I've had with you.
Oh, but we'll talk.
Okay, but if we stay
talk a lot of secrets.
No, I don't have any secret conversation with you.
Oh, you sure?
Yes. Can we stay on the topic?
No, but you see.
The topic, no. The topic we are dealing with. And the question I'm asking you directly is this.
You see your
about
Upfront.
Yes.
So you are confronting me.
Yes.
And I'm confronting you too.
You don't have anything to confront me on. I am the one.
Why are you running away?
I am paid
from the
to
truth.
Ask you the questions. I am not paid to answer your questions.
You didn't pay me to come and sit here.
No. Yes, of course. You came on your own volition. So that's why you should ask
you invited me, and
yes.
you kept forcing me to come.
Yes, of course. You needed to be here. Now, let me make this point to you. So you don't think that the former president was given any undue advantage at the Congress?
I'm here to, you see, politics.
You're here to perceive that?
We all have our opinions on how we understand things. That's why it's called democracy. Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I'm sure that senior colleague member, His Excellency Ambassador
Toniedu,
I respect him so much. He speaks his mind. He has spoken.
Yeah.
Maybe I disagree with him.
You disagree with him?
I think so.
And your basis is that?
I just stated it.
That there are unfair advantages in politics all the time?
All the time. All the time.
That's what your only basis?
All the time.
And the party is not taking any regular steps to make sure you fix the problem?
You to help me with some amendments, proposal.
Okay.
So now, the next Congress, we'll put it on.
Okay, but is it something that, sorry, is it that you are considering? It's a very serious issue. Is it something you are considering? So that people don't feel that they were unfairly disadvantaged in a race?
In life.
Yes.
In life. Life is never perfect. There's something that they say, equality before the law. It's never equal. I mean, I just heard my friend and brother, Kennedy Agapon, who has stated, and I've said it, he said criminals cannot rule the country.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said that, meaning the MPP are criminals and they are ruling the country.
He never said that.
Oh, really? But it's the MPP that is ruling.
Sorry, he's not said that. He said criminals cannot. He didn't make any specific reference.
But it's the MPP that is ruling.
But he didn't say that this government is, anyway.
But it's the MPP that, today, me and you know that it's the MPP that is ruling.
That's your own juxtaposition of.
But is it not MPP? Is it NDC who is ruling?
The difficulty is that if you allege someone is a criminal, he can take you on. That's
no, but I'm saying that he's saying it.
So I'm protecting you from being taken on.
No, but he is quoting it.
But he didn't mention the party's name. So why are you putting
but
names
which party is ruling?
Okay, so you mean that all parties that have ruled before are criminals?
If you rule and you did what he's quoting to perpetuate to have happened,
yes,
he's right.
How is that connected to the fact that former President Rawlings, former President Mahama is said to have been given unfair advantage?
That's what I'm saying, that these hands are not the same.
So people will be treated fairly.
I mean, like I said, currently, who does national security protect more?
As in the NDC?
Yes.
I want to believe the former president.
Rawlings and former president.
Yeah,
yes. They are giving motorcade.
Yeah.
They're giving police escort.
Yeah.
Till death. Is that right?
Yeah.
So then let's also go and plan in the constitution that whoever declared to become a flag bearer, we should give them the same equal opportunity.
Do you think former President Mahama will win the flag bearership race?
Do I think? Don't you think it's obvious?
It's obvious?
Oh, yes.
Do you think it's fair for you, a national officer, to say that?
I'm asking you, don't you think it's obvious?
I do not have any opinion on it.
So you haven't answered?
So I'm asking you the question.
Do I think it's obvious?
Yes.
You will see it on that day, on the 9th.
You will see it?
On December.
Do you support him?
Do I support your mama?
Yes.
Do I support him?
Yeah.
Do you think I don't support him?
I'm asking whether you support him.
I love him.
Really?
I love him.
You go out all that way for him?
I say I love him.
Will you go out all the way for him?
I'm a national organizer. I love him.
Will you go out all the way to support him?
I love him.
Are you allowed to state that you support President Mahama?
I'm a national organizer.
Yes.
I'm a national organizer.
Yes.
He's my big brother.
Yes.
And I love him.
That's all that you can say?
That's all I can say.
I mean, you're not bold enough to state whether or not...
in this matter, I'm not bold.
Yes, because, I mean, you're acting like I'm a national organizer, so I cannot openly say I support the man. But all that you said says you support the man.
If take it so.
You believe that's not so?
I'm now supposed to play some kind of dual position by playing fairness and equality to them. So I love all the aspirants. I love all of them. I mean, Joshua Alabi, nice man, strong character when it comes to our party politicking. I mean, an old cadre. You look at, what do you call him? Sylvester Mensah, who is a very good friend of mine, long-standing friend. We're still a very good friend. Sylvester Mensah.
Yes.
Oh, for him, I'm sure if you listen to me, I had a conversation with him.
That you support him?
No, I said I had a conversation with him.
You wanted him to step down? I
had a conversation with him.
But I mean, if you say I have a conversation...
But the conversation that I have with you, do you want me to say it now?
No, sorry. It's about Sylvester Mensah.
Yes. Why are you picking up? Why are you picking up on? I say he's my friend.
Yes, I'm asking whether you support him.
I support him.
Yes.
As a brother, yes.
To win the flag bearership slot.
He's contesting, so we'll wait and see.
Okay, I get your point. So is it to be expected that all the national officers who previously had been supporters like yourself of John Dramani Mahama will be fair and play neutral?
I'll play neutral and I'll be fair.
You'll be fair. Can we be convinced that the rest will do the same?
Can we?
Yes.
I'm sure you are interviewing me.
Yes.
So I'm telling you what is in my mind.
All right.
I'm unable to tell you what is in the other person's mind.
I see. Former President Rawlings.
Yes, sir.
Going forward, what will be his role in the NDC?
What is going to be his role? We are yet to meet him.
You are yet to meet him?
The national officers, newly elect, are yet to pay a courtesy call on him. And I'm sure in that conversation, we'll see what his role is.
Would he campaign for the party in 2020?
I'm not a spokesperson. I'm yet to meet him.
But he's a member of the party, isn't he?
How do I know?
He's not a member?
He's a member of the party, yes.
Yes, he's a member of the Council of Elders.
Yes, but the last time, I think he said he had assured the country that he was not going to go around to campaign. And he didn't do it. This time, maybe he may choose to campaign or not to campaign. We are yet to meet him.
Okay. So you asked him to support the campaign?
Will I?
Would the team meeting him ask him to support the campaign?
I'm led by the national chairman and the general secretary, including
see.
myself. So when we discuss it, then I'll know the way forward.
There are some concerns people are raising about the cohesion within the party. The allegation is that you are very outspoken. Your communications officer is also very outspoken. In fact, your general secretary is also very, very much out there. Now you have a chairman who is equally very much visible in the media. Are you going to have problems managing that?
That's why we have been given different roles to perform.
I see.
The national chairman is the national chairman. National general secretary is the national general secretary. National communication officer, national communication officer. National organizer, national organizer.
I get you.
So we are all
you're playing a role.
That's what this is.
You leave the communication for the communication officer.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I had that. I'm not a communicator.
Yeah.
What brought me into this thing was when the MPP hooligans were misbehaving and beating people and chasing everybody when they won elections, and got our people scared from speaking on radio. You know, there was a culture of silence when Nana Akufo-Addo took over the power, the reins of this country, and that's how I came into communicating. But I never used to like to communicate anyway. I would always want to be. I'd like to operate on the ground.
Okay.
So now that Semi Jamfi has taken over, I would wish. I mean, if you have called me to discuss something on party matter, I would not. But you said you are coming to discuss something, the organizational outfit. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. All right.
You know, and it has to do with me, myself, personally, and how the election went.
Okay.
So I'm able to speak to those issues. But what has to do with the party, we have a party communicator who should handle it.
And that's interesting to note. Now, I'll ask you this question before I take a break. The question is, Samuel Oku is on the other side, the man you'll be contending. Can you meet him?
How do you say that?
You'll be contending with Samuel Oku. He's the national organizer of the NPP today.
What do you mean by me contending with him?
As in, you are in different positions. You're all in the same position. Your roles are similar in these positions.
A youth organizer who has just been transformed himself into a national organizer, you compare him to me. I mean, how can you be this unfair to me?
Sorry. I mean, I'm comparing positions. I'm not comparing people and how their trajectory have been.
Listen to me. He's like a son.
He's like a son to you?
Yes, I'll train him.
You'll train him?
Yes. Let's see whether you have the energy to follow me.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you are here.
The younger person will not have the energy to follow you.
Me?
I'm saying the younger person.
I'm very young. I'm very young too. Very, very young.
Yes.
I'm not 50.
Okay. But he's not even 40.
Oh, he's not 40.
Not at all.
Obvious. Then he's a candidate for my classroom.
You will teach him?
Oh, yes. Like father, like son.
He can't match you.
How? I mean, Chief, how? I mean, how?
Why makes you think so? No, I'm asking for justification because it's important.
You know what?
No, it's important.
You know what?
It's important.
You know what?
Yeah.
Do you believe in this saying, actions speak louder than words?
I agree perfectly.
The trees say, agroniform. Don't worry. Soon, you understand.
We'll take a break. When we are back, we'll continue our conversation with the national organizer of the government, the opposition.
Governing.
The opposition NDC, Joshua Hamidu Akamba. After the break, we'll explore other important issues of national relevance. Will the NDC be able to withstand the pressures of its recent elections? How is the party going to run going forward? What's happening in the country? These are the major issues that the national organizer elect. Of course, he's sworn into office too. The national organizer of the opposition NDC, Joshua Hamidu Akamba, is actually sharing some thoughts on in the studios here. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Before I go to, let me read some of the messages that people actually share on our Facebook Live conversation. Eja Kweku Danso says, well, you say, what did you say about Samuel Oku? Like, seriously? Well, then this one said, Team C, that's Carl Kwabna Sapon, Team C, 39%. And Leonard is asking about my documentary. And Ruben, if you can call, well, he's saying that if you can call Mama a thief, who's Sami? I'm not sure that the reference has been made here. Frederick Eje said, well, who is Mahama then? I respect Samir Oku. He did a fantastic job for MPP in 2016, but time will tell. That's Ruben. Jawano says, please ask Mr. Akamba, why is the NDC imposing John Mahama on Ghanaians? He was rejected in the last election. And the other one from Frederick, like what Akamba is doing, I'm sure he will get there. And this one says, people rejected Mahama and are now crying. Let's wait for 2020 because talk is very, very cheap. Now, we sure should be hearing some thoughts of you on that. The people say that, I mean, there's a deliberate decision by the NDC to impose the former president on many Ghanaians. They rejected him once. 2016 was the time.
You see, I think that I'll still say it here. And I don't believe the NDC lost this election in 2016.
NDC did not lose?
No. I don't believe that. I think that we're so complacent.
Okay.
And we didn't put our structures very well. And that's what happened. I mean, if you listen to Madam Charlotte Osei,
okay,
and the issues have been an issue till today, the MPP then find a way to intimidate her, scare her, and get her out of the office.
The MPP found a way to intimidate her, scared her out of office.
Yes,
you're not minded by the procedure that the removal went through?
I mean, the MPP were the one that orchestrated it and passed it through.
You knew the procedure, right?
There was a procedure.
The EC officers that petitioned were not MPP members.
At the point where they have to take it back to them and beg them to sign and all that. Those were stories.
You have evidence to support this claim that you're making?
Didn't you hear that?
I never heard that.
Okay.
Who said that?
So let me.
But you are making claims without any evidence.
I'm saying that.
Any shred of it.
I'm saying that. Listen.
Yes.
After that, till today, the EC has not gazetted its results. First in the history.
For 2016.
Yes. First in the history of this country. First. And then Nana Akufo-Addo's watch. And even before then, Madam Charlotte Osei had gone on to say that the system has been compromised. I'm sure you heard it. Along
the line, but they came back to give other figures.
They said the system has been compromised. Till today, we don't have an accurate system. Accurate gazetted results, so we don't know what is there, apart from what the political parties themselves have. And you see, somebody made a point that I like Samuel. Yes, I like him too, I respect him. But let me tell you, Samuel didn't win elections since 2016.
He did, he contested.
No, he didn't win. He didn't win for the MPP to win. What happened was it was lies that won them the elections.
Lies?
Oh, yes.
Like what?
Like 1D, 1F.
Yeah, they say some of them, they're already being built.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
One factory?
Yes, they are building
1 million per constituency.
Haven't you heard that?
You heard that?
They've set up their development authorities.
They will send Western Region, they will send GMBC headquarters to Western Region.
They said they're in the throes of doing that.
Okay. We are waiting. They gave us timeline.
So these are the lies.
These are the lies that won them
power. The dollar has 4 years. The 2 years into the 4-year tenure.
But you are
saying that all the promises made are lies.
But they gave us timeline. You know, Jack, where are you? The GPS system.
Yes, GPS.
When I was coming, I saw the Jack looking. They are looking for now Baumia.
The one on the wall.
They are not looking for Dr. Baumia.
But
Jack, where are you?
But it's been rolled out. Are you aware that there are millions on it? Are you aware?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm yet to be rolled.
You don't have a GPS address where you live?
Me?
Yes.
That is zip zero.
Really?
Zip zero. In fact, the last time I tried it, it led me to a public toilet.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Baumia GPS.
I'm saying which of the public lavatories?
Oh, I was at a radio station in Central Region, Elmina. I think Chief Bino was there, so I said I was going to go there. So I tried the Dr. Baumia one. It took me all the way to a public toilet. So the Jack, that's how you can find the Jack.
I've used it. It never did that to me.
Oh, really?
It took me to my destination.
I'm sure you used the Google one.
No, I used the appropriate GPS app.
The one Dr. Baumia commissioned?
Yes.
Well, I'm here to use it. I'll try that and see. Today you are defected.
No, I'm saying that I have used it and it worked.
I don't want to believe that.
You don't want to believe that?
No.
Okay, well, we can move on that. So these are the ones you consider to be lies?
A lot of them. That won the MPP the elections. You know what I mean? That won them the elections that they have won. But I can tell you, I can assure you that this time around, a level playing field, whether they like it or not, it will be created. We will force the EC to create a level playing field for us to win elections.
It looks like people don't trust this current EC.
Huh?
You don't trust this current EC?
Obviously, why?
Is that?
Well, we know the kind of jobs they've done. But obviously, we'll be so vigilant. We'll open our eyes.
You don't trust the EC?
We will open our eyes.
Is it the chairperson alone or the commission itself?
If you have somebody, a commissioner, who had predicted MPP will win and NDC was going to lose and blah, blah, it was a card-bearing member of MPP who is now made a commissioner. I mean...
She is the card-bearing member of the MPP.
I'm talking about the, what do you call it? But obviously, the commissioner herself, the husband, we know was appointed during the days of President Kufuor.
Yes, but what's that got to do with her?
I mean, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, they have affiliation with MPP. We know that. I mean,
sorry,
that's something
that
we know.
doesn't make her a card-bearing member.
I don't care, but that's what you think. You know what she owes. I mean, do you know?
You are making the claim. You can't run away from your claim.
What I'm talking about you, and you being a card-bearing member of our NDC. What did you think?
Which is falsehood, complete falsehood.
Oh, so is that
and
right?
You know that.
I know that.
Yes, you know that for a fact. But we'll not take the diversion.
I'm not taking the diversion. What I'm saying is that,
the substantive matter is that you are claiming that the woman is a card-bearing member of the MPP.
I'm not saying she is.
Who is then?
I said the husband, either she is or not.
But what's that got to do with her?
Wait a minute. The husband was appointed by the MPP those times. And you should also know that even us, as a political party, boycotted IEA's programs. You remember that?
Really? Was not CDD?
Obviously.
Okay, the debate.
Yeah, well, I mean, not debate alone. We wrote to them and stopped most of their programs that we're not going to attend.
So that makes her incompetent to run the AC office?
Because we suspected that she was flirting with the MPP, so we're not going to avail ourselves
and
to
you think that's still happening now?
I'm saying that, listen, we're going to put a mechanism and we'll be wide awake. We will obey the laws that the law said the president should appoint, which he did.
The national chairman says that you form a ballot box protecting unit. What's that?
You'll see it when we get there.
I mean, you don't know about it.
Why?
Because it was not your vision.
Listen.
He's not discussed with you.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me. You want us to give you all our missions?
But he mentioned it. He mentioned it.
He mentioned, but he hasn't gone into details.
But he said that these people are going to protect the ballots.
And the details is what I'm not going to tell you.
He says you're going to protect the ballots. That's stated already.
No, did you hear me just saying that we'll open our eyes wide?
Are you aware that police stations have police officers there?
Oh, don't worry. We'll be with them. We'll work with them.
When are you disbanding this vigilante group?
Oh, yes.
The Hawk. When are you disbanding them?
When is Nanado disbanding the Invisible Delta Forces?
Nanado has not formed any.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Let me remind you.
You are a national organizer of a party.
Let me remind you something.
Sorry. Are you saying that until he does so, you're not going to do yours?
Let me remind you of something. At a point, when His Excellency Nanado had said that he has a militant group and that he was going to let them out.
Which year is this?
Oh, you've forgotten when Professor Mills was the president.
Which year is this?
Which year, I don't remember.
Okay.
But I know.
So when you get that, we can get the clarity.
But you are aware of that, aren't you?
I want specifics.
Oh,
you cannot make generalized statements.
You see,
with the greatest of respect.
Did you hear that or you didn't hear it?
This platform.
No, I'm asking you. Did you hear? Did you hear that or you didn't hear that?
I have not heard this claim that you are making.
I am saying that His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, at a point in time when Professor Mills won the elections,
2009,
2010,
11, 12.
Those 2009, that way, he organized a press conference
to say that he has militants.
That he has a militant group. And
where was this press conference held?
Oh, I can't really remember. But let me tell you.
But it looks like you don't remember anything about this incident that you so much remember.
Let me tell you something. This is a conversation. I mean, you should be embarrassing yourself before his viewers.
No, let me get this clear.
So viewers are aware that this did happen.
Claim.
But I'm supporting it. Let me end. Let me end. Raymond, you can't push me around.
No. I'm not doing so.
Don't even try to push me around.
No, I'm not doing so.
Let me tell you something.
Yes. I'm just saying that.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
The invisible forces and the Delta forces.
Okay. Yes, the MPP has not denied them.
Yes, obviously.
That's
currently, as we talk, the leader of the Delta force has been given an appointment at the MPP headquarters. Special appointment. Somebody that is a terror. You give him an appointment like that. What are you giving the appointment for? I mean, we all saw him captured in a video when they went to be the National Security Coordinator in Ashanti region. Today, as we sit down there, they've actually glorified him. You don't see anything wrong with it?
Is there a reason why your vigilante groups will remain?
If there's even a better one, I want them to do a better one.
You want them to form a better one? Yeah, you are going to form.
If you think this one is not better.
You will form more of these.
Oh, yes.
Why?
Why? Why did they form it?
I mean, but that doesn't sound like you're saying that you put together a grouping who will take the law into their own hands, who virtually terrorize people, and you're excited saying that.
When is Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo put them, he didn't. He is a law. If he's a lawyer himself.
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
He's a human rights lawyer. Is that right? But he led such a group. as a flag bearer. He led them.
So that was right.
He brought South Africans to train them. He brought Serbians to train them.
Well, that's right.
And you had Afoko said that when he went there with Otiko Jaba and saw the kind of training they were giving them, he got scared for this country.
Was that right?
Oh, it wasn't right.
Was that right?
Was it right?
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
You don't know that's right.
I'm yet to know.
So the NDC will learn from this practice.
Why? Is it bad?
Don't you think it's bad?
I don't think so.
All forms of hooliganism, you and I can agree as lawful citizens of this country.
Unfortunately for us, our team is called a vigilante group. Ours is vigilante.
Not hooliganism group.
No.
Really?
And Nanagofado's own is a hooliganism group.
I see. Now, it's not so funny because...
It is funny.
The young people are watching you. They are worried about the future of this country.
Oh, wow.
Really? Yes.
They are worried?
They are worried that leading political party members like yourself boldly defend vigilante groups.
I'm sure that at the point in time that Nana Akufo-Addo and his group was forming them and training them to be very sophisticated, the same kids were watching. Sure?
Your point being that, well, it's been done on the other side, so we're also doing it and there's no problem with it.
Let him, he's the president, let him disband his first.
So then this will only do that after that?
We'll think about it. We'll consider it.
Now, going into the new election, it looks like the NDC is preparing to give it all this all.
We will give it all. Because you see, Ghanaians, not NDC, Ghanaians, this evening, I was marveled at something I saw. Young men, women saw me. Maybe I should have asked them to do a video. You can see the level at which people... Somebody, you know what somebody told me? The 2 years is even too far. And I said, but the 2 years have to come. They have 2 years more to go. I mean, so it has to come. I'm sure you, as you sit here, you know what is happening.
What happened to your case with the president? Your commentary that was deemed to be... What was even the charge again? The one that...
I'm not a lawyer.
Well, you know the charge. The one that the Timpani case brought you.
I don't remember.
That matter. You don't remember? You don't remember your own charge?
No.
You have not gone to the police again?
Do you know the gentleman called Pinka?
No, I don't know anybody by that name.
Joseph Pinka, he's the Deputy Attorney General.
Yes, Pinka, yes.
Ask him, he'll tell you.
He's the one that led the charge against you? Timpani is his constituency there.
Oh, yes, we'll find out from him.
So what?
Why he directed his constituency secretary, MPP, who is a teacher in that school, to lead the headmaster to go and make a case against me. And on what charges did he ask him to go and do? Ask him.
What's the status of the case?
I don't know. I'm yet to be called by the police again.
So since then, you've not been called?
Not yet.
But they're still investigating, right?
I'm sure. They said they were going to forward the docket to the Attorney General.
Oh, that's the point you got to?
Yes.
That's serious?
Is that?
Is that serious?
I'm yet to wait to see. If it gets the Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General must resign.
Must resign?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Why? Because he cannot be judged in his own court.
But he didn't file the case.
But he directed them to file the case. Is
it on record?
Yes.
Are the police recordings?
I'm saying that the headmaster himself said that it was the MP who called him. He actually showed him the video. I said, did you see this? He said, no. Well, I was not on campus. They said, okay, go with my constituency secretary, who himself is a teacher and the housemaster of that school. Housemaster of that dormitory. The housemaster of that dormitory is MPP constituency secretary. And ask him to lead the headmaster to go and report me to the police.
I see. So that's why I said he should resign.
That's the country.
When it gets to the Attorney General's office.
That's a good country for you.
But you can't force him to resign. I'm not sure you know that.
Oh, don't worry. I'll cause Ghanaians to cause him to resign.
Will you stop visiting schools? Will you stop portraying these issues?
Let me tell you something.
Now that you're a national organizer.
There's one video that has to do with a nursing training that is supposed to actually sell hygiene, actually serving food on the floor. It's pathetic.
Which school is that?
You need to see it.
Which school is that?
It's in Ashanti region somewhere. Don't worry. You'll see it soon.
You release the video?
Oh, yes.
And so what's the idea behind this? Going around taking videos?
Oh, the idea is that the MPP say it's all well. We told them that go through this infrastructure, do it. I mean, I'm sure the loans that they've taken, so many loans that they've taken, by now the students should have been comfortable. Is that not right? The Timpani issue, I'm told that they've disinfected the place, but I will visit the school again.
Oh, they've done so?
I'm told this.
At least you, that's some results.
And then somebody some other people had also promised to give me some resources to put up a wall
for the school.
For the school. So they are making the plans.
So the government is working on the problems?
No, somebody, I mean, the NDC Professional Forum.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Forum has made a promise to commit some resources, getting the school to put up a fence wall. So I'm here to discuss it with them to see how much money they'll be giving for the school to do that. But I will revisit the school again to see if the students are comfortable now.
What's the biggest case for the NDC's return in 2020? What can you tell Ghanaians?
Biggest case?
As in, what is your main reason why the NDC should return?
The main reason is that the country is in a useless state now.
It's a useless state now?
It's in a useless state now. We are moving, everything is so useless. I mean, everybody is suffering. And so we need to salvage this country back again and put it back on track. It's a moving train that is gone off track. We need to bring the train back on track.
When you say everything is useless, are you minded by the macroeconomic statistics? You know them, right?
Does that affect your cost of living?
Are you minded by them?
I'm saying, does that affect your cost of living?
You know inflation is on the decline.
I said, does that affect your cost of living? Is the food prices going down?
Yes, because if inflation is on the decline,
really?
The rate of change will be on
okay,
the
so when you
decline
finish,
too.
send your reporter to go into the market, please, and find out whether the Milo price, a tin of Milo is gone down or a tin of milk is gone down.
But you know, the rate of change of the prices is not the same as a direct reduction, right?
Oh, what is inflation supposed to achieve?
Inflation is supposed to tell you the rate of change in prices.
So does it affect the change in prices?
Yes, over a long period.
What prices? What has changed? What price?
The goods in the basket considered. I'm sure you know this, right?
No. I don't know. Teach me. I'm not an economist. Teach me.
The goods in the basket considered
is low. So now, if I'm going to buy a basket of tomatoes, if I was buying it at 1 million, I get it at 50 Ghana cedis.
That's not the definition of inflation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see, say it to the understanding of the ordinary Ghanaian. This Aprofokes here is not going to help us. Big English. The Ghanaian is suffering.
But you're not being populist on this one.
I'm being populist?
Yes.
What do you mean by
being?
How?
You are rejecting specific.
I'm saying that does that
the NDC has used before.
But you
now
see,
you are talking about yes.
Listen, we use it at a point when a tin of milk was 1 cedi. Today it's a tin of milk 1 cedi.
I don't know, how much is it?
Oh, I don't know. You should know. We'll do the comparison.
But you are doing the comparison. You don't know the prices you are talking about.
But the people who are watching knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, so there's been an increase, and that's your problem.
But if inflation is supposed to achieve something, then we should not affect our cost of living.
I see. Now, so this is your main reason why the NDC will be brought back.
That's why we have to come back to salvage this country, the train that is gone off the track.
So what is the superior economic policy of the NDC to salvage this economy?
Don't you know that we did a whole lot? We did a whole lot.
Sorry, I'm asking for a policy.
Listen.
What is the NDC's superior economic policy?
We are yet to come out with our what do you call it, our manifesto.
So until you come up, there is none existing today.
Well, you know the track record was left behind.
What track record?
Oh, I mean, we kept this
inflation that was at 15.4% when you left office.
Yes, and
it's
at that time
9.6 as we speak.
At that time, the prices of goods fuel price was even low. Today, fuel price is going to skyrocket. At that time, a tin of milk was low. Today, how much is a tin of milk that they are even 9%?
Okay, so that's how you argue this out, and that's what you're going to tell the people.
That makes sense.
It makes sense at all.
Exactly.
Well, now, final words before we let go of our conversation with you. Is the NDC going to do anything different than it did in 2016?
A lot of different things.
Like what specifically? Because I have to go.
That we are sending back the party to the ordinary party person. They own the party, and so we're taking back the party to them to use it.
Who hijacked it?
I mean, people like you.
I have never been, and I've stated this categorically, part of the party NDC. So I'm asking you a direct question. Who hijacked the NDC?
I still think that you are part.
I see. Then you have misconstrued about who was supposed to be hijacking your party.
Well, that's my mind.
But it tells me that you don't know the problems of the NDC well.
You really?
Yes.
You think so?
So you may not be able to couch a better
Unfortunately for you,
to it.
I will not tell you the problems on NDC on your show.
Why not?
Why? Is it a forum for me to tell you the problems of our NDC?
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is that we don't discuss.
Because we saw the Kojobocho report.
The difficulty.
We saw the details in the Kojobocho report.
You are going again. Kojobocho, you are going again.
We saw the details in that report.
Okay, bring it. Show me which page you said that.
We said what? I don't get what you're saying.
But what you said.
I'm saying that we saw the details of that report.
What did the details say?
But the report is pretty clear. We put it out there for everybody to see the details.
That what? What did you see?
That Kojobocho's report alluded to so many other reasons that people diverted funds. People were supposed to go and give money to people to campaign. They didn't give it to them. That's true, right?
On which page?
That is true, right?
On which page?
What do you mean by on which page?
Tell me the page. Because you read the report, so tell me the page.
The page that says that people diverted funds.
Yes.
How is that necessary to you in this case?
It's very necessary. Obviously, I know you are reading a report from the MPP.
That's a fake report.
That one you are reading. Let me tell you something.
That's a fake report.
Which one you are reading? Let me tell you something. You do remember that even before Kojobocho's report came, John Bodi had come out to read a 160-page report.
Really?
And the Joy FM is holding it. When Kojobocho's main report came, it was over 400-something pages. So which one were you talking about? You are talking about the MPP one?
They say my time is up. Unfortunately, I have to end the conversation here. Joshua Hamidu Akamba is the NDC's national organizer. Well, folks, that's where we end today's edition of Upfront. We wish to talk to him and see how the NDC will go. We'll be here in 2020 to cover the election for you.